Embracing constructive conflict. Turning tension into transformation. What works well? Es bueno. Encouraging healthy, constructive conflict allows for a range of perspectives to be heard, resulting in more innovative and thoughtful decisions. Conflict isn't something to shy away from. It's an essential part of growth. When teams feel safe to disagree and debate openly, it leads to richer conversations and smarter solutions. Embracing diverse viewpoints not only results in better decisions, but also fosters an environment where people feel heard and valued for their contributions. Real-world experience. In the strategic planning sessions I've facilitated throughout my career, I've always prioritized creating an environment where differing viewpoints can be openly discussed, even when it gets uncomfortable. I make sure everyone knows that disagreement is not only welcome, but necessary for us to reach the best outcome. I once led a planning session that started fairly surface level, but it was clear to me that deeper tensions were bubbling underneath. Rather than avoid it, I leaned in. I encouraged the quieter voices to share their hesitations and asked the louder voices to elaborate on their positions. What started as a tense exchange quickly transformed into a meaningful conversation where every side's concerns were aired and addressed. By the end of that session, we had crafted a more well-rounded solution that took everyone's perspectives into account. But even more important than the solution was the fact that we left the room more aligned, with a newfound respect for each other's viewpoints. We didn't just solve the issue at hand, we built trust in each other's intentions and processes. On the flip side, I've been in environments where conflict was avoided like the plague, where leaders were too uncomfortable to address disagreements head-on. Those issues didn't go away. They festered under the surface, only to erupt later in ways that damaged trust and team cohesion. These experiences taught me that avoiding conflict doesn't solve problems. It simply buries them deeper. To move forward, we have to deal with those tensions head-on, turning them into opportunities for growth. My approach now is simple. We face the conflict, we work through it, and we come out the other side stronger. What does not work so well? No bueno. Avoiding conflict is one of the most damaging things a leader can do. It lets unresolved issues simmer, creating an undercurrent of resentment that slowly eat away at team trust and performance. I've been in rooms where leaders avoided difficult conversations just to keep the peace, but those problems always came back, bigger and harder to solve. When teams are too afraid to engage in respectful debate, creativity withers, and problems linger unsolved. Real progress happens when people feel safe to challenge ideas, knowing that disagreements will be met with openness, not hostility. When conflict is handled constructively, it becomes a powerful force for transformation, innovation, and stronger relationships. When thinking of conflict as a necessary part of growth, Waka Waka, This Time for Africa by Shakira comes to mind. The song's upbeat energy and message of resilience speak to the strength that comes from facing challenges head-on. It's an anthem of perseverance, reminding us that even when tensions rise, it's the journey through them that makes us stronger. Just like in leadership, when we embrace the discomfort of conflict, we find our way to a more united, innovative, and energized team. This concludes Chapter 15. Please proceed to Chapter 16, Equip for Success, Empowering New Hires with Resources and Readiness.